Oh my gosh, it's me. Now that I've captured myself in the exact lighting, position, color, size that I want, I'm ready to cut her out and use her in a collage that I can't wait to make to bring this image back to life, or rather give it a new life on the page in my new favorite journal where I get to keep her forever and ever. Cutting around the hand can be pretty difficult, but with some patience and some Virgo girl precision, we get through it and we get there. Ever since I was really little, I loved the attention and the focus that it took to cut something out accurately, and I found a lot of pleasure in doing a good job with my little pair of kitty scissors. Cutting something out can take some foresight into your pair of scissors and how do they work. Do you know that they're just going to go a little bit further than where you intend, so you have to account for that and make space for when you cut. I have this dried flower which I pressed in one of my sketchbooks, and there was no way I was gonna be able to peel this flower back off in one piece. It would have crumbled tragically. So I had an amazing revelation that I could still just cut it out of the paper and still use this beautiful fluorescent orange lily, I believe. Could be wrong, not an expert, but I love these flowers, and I'm so happy that I could still use my brain and figure out that I can use this flower in a collage and it doesn't have to go to waste. Using dried flowers in my art is something that I've always wanted to do, and only in the past couple years have I started to implement them in some type of collage form, and it's so enjoyable to me because they are just pieces of art in their own right, and the opportunity to add them as embellishments to my own art is so satisfying, and it feels like a collaboration with nature. It feels right. And yes, I just have to get the little pollen pistils, I believe. They look like cute little antennas on the being that is the flower. So I can't just let them fall off or cut through them. No, they add just the perfect detail and keeps things looking realistic. I picked this lovely flower on a walk alongside a soccer field this past summer, and the photo of myself dancing is also from the summer, and I love how in this way I get to work with my past and use things that I've collected in the present, and it just feels like this way my life accumulates and compounds on itself artistically. In a way, it feels like no moment goes to waste, and if I'm just resourceful and creative enough, I can use any moment to come up with something that feeds my soul with beauty and purpose. It's my happiness. It makes me happy. Deciding the compositional structure of a collage like this is always so fun for me, and such a satisfying form of creative play. With these collages where I use self-portraits and dried flowers, it's typically a toss-up between will I be coming out of the flower or will the flower be coming out of me? And the size of the flower as well as my self-portrait usually play into that as factors in deciding. But either way, it's always a sacred combination to me. The dancing lady and the flower, I think, have a lot in common, more than realized upon a first glance. Is a dancing woman not in full bloom, just like the flowers growing outside on my summer walks. I like to think that we have a lot in common. Are we not both vibrant and colorful expressions of beauty in this world, embodying divinity, and in a way practicing a form of self-worship, and the worship of the self is the worship of everything else that is the source of life and of passion in this entire big, bright, dark universe. This is a small stem from a flower I'm using. That flower was originally given to me for my birthday from a friend, but it was so dry that this stem just cracked off. I'm going to use it as a stem for the picture of myself, so that I am also a flower. What I love about the visual of a stem is how it's such a precise point of origin for something, for the thing that's growing out of it. And now I'm gluing some very, very cute flowers I wish I knew the name of. Are they bluebells? I can't be 100%, but I'm adding them right here to accompany me, coming out of the same stem. And I think the dark, deep shade of purple contrasts very nicely with that bright orange. Looks even more like a flame with something to contrast beside it. And so here I am in a moment of immortalization, surrounded by florals,